We're at a crossroads. From time to time, a section of rail needs repair, but that doesn't mean the whole line needs replacement. The same way being proud of your history doesn't mean you're stuck in the past. No, we're not stuck. We hear the whistle blowing and we're inspired. Inspired by the legacy of the people who transformed this terrain into a rail yard that supplied America with the ore needed to win world wars. We're inspired by our unshakable identity, hanging tight like David facing down Goliaths, and we're moved by stories of our community's kindness. No matter who needs help, neighbors pitch in and get the job done. Hushed and humble, there are more at play than pontification. But don't for 1 second think that means Proctor is a simple small town. It was built as a company town, and it continues down the tracks of time. And this rail revival is our destination.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Proctor High School and the Rail Yard for tonight's girls varsity volleyball action featuring the Mesabi East Giants and the Proctor Rails. The Giants come in tonight at 10-8 on the year, 4-1 on the road. They've won 6 of their last 8 contests. The Rails 11-11, 2-4 at home. They are coming off a 3-1 win at Aiken last Tuesday. And this should be a great matchup, as the last time these two teams played was back in the playoffs last year in the Section 7AA semifinals, where Proctor won 3-1 and went on to lose in the section finals to Greenway. And should be a great game tonight, great action. Two very balanced teams and two teams that are very similar, looking to get ready for the playoffs. The Rails have 3 games remaining, including tonight, and the Giants have 4 remaining, including tonight. And we're going to turn it over to our public address announcer, Teresa Nyberg, for our starting lineups and national anthem. Lineups, zoom on them and zoom on them. We'll zoom on them first. Not zoom, but show Mesabi East right now. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come together for tonight's game, please rise. And gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we have a moment of reflection for our trust as military men and women serving here at home and abroad. After the moment of reflection, we'll have the singing of our national anthem by Proctor High School student Harley Williams. All right, there you had our starting lineups for tonight's game. The keys for the Rails tonight is passing and defense. So far this year, they've struggled to handle the balls over the net and getting good pass to the setter, where the setter can just kind of be comfortable. And so once the setter gets comfortable, we're able to feed our middle hitters, utilize our size in the middle, Hope Carlson and Ella Walker, and our outside hitters, Maddie Walsh. And so it's important that the Rails play good defense tonight and have good passing. And real quick, want to go through our sponsors who make this broadcast possible. First, the Rails Endowment for Academics, Arts, and Athletic Development. The Irving Community Club, Pulling for Kids. Tamarack Building Supplies on Highway 53 in Hermantown. Heritage Window and Door in Superior, Wisconsin. Wittis Trailer Sales in Esco. Stream Dudes. Great Lakes Office Solutions. The Robin Barb Schaller Charitable Foundation. Len Smart Mortgage. Troy's Service Center in Main Street, Proctor. Ideology Concepts in Superior, Duluth, Grand Rapids, Edina, and Burnsville. And we'd like to take a moment to thank our student workers that are making this game possible, broadcast possible. Our director and producer is Haley Bowen Johnson. Our camera operator is Nick Elstead, and our tech director is Aiden Drake. So we are underway. Right away, the Rails looking to get a point, and that's out of bounds, so point Rails. So on the floor for the Giants, number 5, Gianna Lay. Number 13, Ailey Lampa. Number 7, Isabella Rutzelainen. Now Maddie Walsh gets it over for the Rails on a 3-ball. Rutzelainen tips it over. Walker to Walsh. Walsh again gets it over. Good volley here. Tough ball there, and that's going to go up into the stands, and point Rails 2-0 here to start. Also on the floor is Maya Hill for the Giants and Olivia Saar. On the floor for the Rails, Hope Carlson, Kylie Jarvie, Samantha Shelton, Ella Walker, Maddie Walsh, and Alexa Knutson. So the Rails faithful stand as the Rails get to point 3, and it's pink out tonight. The Rails wearing pink for cancer awareness. Hope Carlson on the serve, 3-0 Rails. Now the set, and tipped over. Carlson there. Tough ball, and into the net will be Shelton, and first points for the Giants. The Giants with a big 5-set win over Rock Ridge on Thursday last week. And judging from that game and listening to the coach in the interview after the game, it sounds like the Giants typically have trouble starting strong, and that's true here for this one here. 4-1 Rails early. Into the game for the Giants is Alexa Underland, and serving for the Rails is number 17 Lillianne Hart. Hart serve over. Setter Lampa tipped over. Walker, here's a 3-ball. Hope Carlson gets it over. Lampa set into the middle, up for the block, and that's through the block. Both Walsh and Walker there. It's right through their arms, and point Giants. That was number 2, Hannah Saar, with the kill. So Saar will now serve. 3-ball here. Carlson gets it over. Lampa set for the kill, and that is in for the point. That was number 7, Isabella Rutzelainen on the kill. And very quickly, it's now a 1-point game, 4-3. Both teams struggling to get a rhythm here. Here's Carlson. Her set is, or her pass, I should say, is off, and that falls to the floor, so we're now tied 4-4. Once again, that's something that the Rails need to do better, is those passes to the setter. Saar serve, Shelton to Walker, and there it is. Once the Rails get those passes to Shelton and she's comfortable, she can set up Walker and Carlson. Walker in the middle there is pretty strong, a tall junior for the Rails. So Maddie Walsh at the line, serving 5-4. Rails lead here in set number 1. Lampa sets Rutzelainen up. Good pass there by Walsh. Walsh across to Rodberg. Rodberg into the back row. And right there is Walker to put it home on the long pass over the net. So Ella Walker with 2 straight kills for the Rails, and it's now 6-4. Both teams struggling early on with their passes from the back row. And now Maddie Walsh 6-4. Walsh serve. Good pass. Lampa. Rutzelainen tips it over. Now here's Rodberg. She'll tip it over. 3-ball. Lampa sets it over. Now here's Walker again. Kind of a sloppy rally here. Now Rodberg into the block and out of bounds. Are they going to say yes? Did you say it's off the block, not the net? So point Rails. Not the cleanest volleyball you'll ever see right now. Both teams kind of out of sorts. Both are having trouble setting anything up. Both Shelton and Lampa having trouble getting passes and sets to their hitters. So Walsh's serve is out of bounds, the service error. And now into the game is libero number 19, Greta Levelwind. She will go to the line to serve. A sophomore for the Giants. Good pass to Shelton, to the middle to Walker. And that's going to be called in, so point Rails. Good kill there by Walker again. Her 3rd or 4th kill here this set. So 8-5 here now, Rails first set. Ella Walker now at the line. Good serve by Walker. Lampa chasing, she's unable to get there, and point Rails. Ace for Walker. And the Rails now have a 4-point lead here in set number 1. Walker's serve, too much to handle there by Underland, and that will go out of bounds. And another ace for Walker. Again, want to thank those joining us here, both from Proctor and from Mesabi East. Walker serves short. Here's Lampa. Cross, and Saar will tip it over. Now cross to Rodberg. Rodberg, now Saar. Lampa, back to Saar. She'll tip it over. Walker to Shelton. Shelton. Hope Carlson just gets it over on the 3-ball. Lampa. And they're going to say that was out. Looked like it might have been a tip. No luxury of replay here in high school, but I looked from here that it was a tip, but we'll take it. The Rails with 11 now, 11-5 lead, 6-point lead here in set number 1, and the Giants will take a timeout. Once again, the last time these two teams played was last year in the Section 7AA semifinals, in which the Rails were victorious 3-1 to advance to the section championship. Other than that, the last time they played before that was in 2019 in the Two Harbors tournament, where Proctor won 2-0. So it's been a couple years between matchups until last year in the section semifinals. Coach for the Rails, Trish Jahola, and Sarah Barabo for the Giants. So timeout for the Giants here, 11-5 Rails. Student section getting into it here. Before the game, the Rails recognized the youth volleyball program and players. Got a little fundraiser here, selling little volleyballs. That will be a competition here between games to raise some money for cancer awareness. So back to serve again here now, Ella Walker. 11-5, Rails lead, set number 1. Walker's serve is going to be out of bounds, so timeout worked. Good job there by Coach Barabo to get Walker out of her rhythm, and into the game now for the Rails will be number 4, Taylor Peterson, the libero. And at the line will be Olivia Saar for the Giants. She will serve. Sar's serve. There's Walsh up to Shelton. Shelton crossed to Rodberg. Rodberg's good kill there, good defensive play. And now a 3-ball over for the Rails. Shelton short to Hope Carlson, and she's able to find some space, finds the floor, and finds a point for the Rails, now 12-6. Back in the game for the Rails is Alexa Knutson. Now serving is Shelton, Sam Shelton. Sar up to Lampa. Lampa sets Maya Hill. And a good rally at the net. And still going and in play. Walsh up to Shelton. Shelton to Carlson. Carlson out of bounds. Tries to go cross court, but too far. And point for the Giants. Back in the game for the Giants will be Hannah Sar. And serving for the Giants will be Maya Hill. Shelton to Rodberg. Rodberg, good approach, and that's through the block. Finds the floor, point Rails. So Reagan Rodberg, an 8th grader for the Rails. Outside hitter. And she will go to the line. Great serve there, knuckleball serve by Rodberg. It just died when it got over the net, found the floor. And the pancake attempt there by Maya Hill was not successful, so Rodberg will do it again, up 14-7. Rodberg serve, this time hard the back row. Here's Lampa setting up Hill. Hill's gonna go too long, and another point Rails. Now Sar just barely gets it over, but that's enough. Hannah Sar with the kill, and point Giants. Back in the game for the Giants, number 7, Isabella Rutzelainen. Tall outside hitter, middle hitter. And serving for the Giants now will be Allie Lampa. Walsh to Shelton, to a Carlson, into the block. Good defense there by the Rails. And that's finds the floor. Number 12, Alexa Knutson with the kill. But nice block before that by Rutzelainen. But the Rails still get the point. 16-8 here, set 1. Hope Carlson now at the line, senior captain. Lampa sets Rutzelainen. Rutzelainen tries to tip, but that hits the net. Falls to the floor, point Rails. 17-8 now for the Rails. Hits the tape, tough to handle, and an ace for Carlson. So very similar start to the game against Rock Ridge on Thursday, where they fell behind early. And that serve was out, so it's now 18-9. Serving for the Giants, Gianna Lay. Lay's serve is long, service error, and point Rails. Now serving for the Rails will be number 17, Lillian Hart. Lampa set to Rutzelainen. Cross court set to Walsh. Walsh just tips it over. Good save by Sar. Lampa to Hill, and the Hill's hit goes into the net. Point Rails. So Hart serving again for the Rails, 20-9. And that'll go out of bounds. Service error. And serve goes back to the Giants. It'll be number 2 now. It's Hannah Sar. Hannah Sar, a senior. Her serve is going to fall, and that'll be an ace. So 20-11 now here, set 1. Now Stars serve. Another serve. Good pass. Right to Walker. And that's what Ella Walker will do when she gets a good set from Shelton. Good timing. And Walker again with another kill, and that makes it 21-11. Back in the game, Reagan Rodberg for the Rails, and serving will be Maddie Walsh. And an ace for Walsh. And set one here again, 22-11, Rails lead. Maddie Walsh at the line. Undelin to Saar, now Hope Carlson. To Walker, through the block, and point Rails. Nice job by Hill trying to get up there, but she couldn't send it back where it came from, and landed on her side, point Rails. Now Maddie Walsh. Short. Good pass to Lampa. And the hit by Hill goes out of bounds. So set point coming up for the Rails in set number one. Maddie Walsh at the line. Set point number one for the Rails. And that'll be out of bounds. Service error. So Giants will continue to play here in set one. In the game, number 19, Greta Levelwind. She will grab the ball and head to the line. 24-12, set point number two for the Rails. Walsh to Shelton, to Rodberg, right back to her. Now a three ball, over to, that's Hill. Hill to Lampa, back to Hill. Hill, out of bounds. Set one goes to the Rails, 25-12. And we will take a break and be back in a short bit.
Can I ask you a couple of questions? Can you handle all makes and models? Will you get me back on the road quickly? High-tech equipment? Competitively priced? Brakes? Batteries? Tire rotation? Body repair? Guaranteed? Complete engine overhauls? Okay, they check out.
I chose Heritage Window and Door because of their reputation and because of their renewal Anderson windows that they have. And their workmanship was fantastic.
I'm so impressed.
Your home is your largest investment. Don't waste your money on cheaper windows. These are the best. It's my money, and I'm going to spend it where it's going to do me the best good, and it happened to be Heritage Window and Door.
They really know how to treat a customer.
This has been an excellent experience.
Potentials, lots of different options with the different loans that are out there. You know, what we'll do is we'll talk to you about your scenario, your situation. We'll figure out what actually works best for you. But the key is what is going to be the most cost effective. So we will compare conventional versus FHA, you know, USDA versus, you know, FHA, different types of things that way. You know, sometimes even if you're a veteran, the VA loan might not actually make the most sense, you know, just because there are some fees associated with that loan that we might be able to do the same type of loan but do it cheaper with a different type of a program. You know, but again, that's something that we will figure out. You know, we'll figure out the best scenario for you. We'll give you the options, but we'll obviously lead you to the right and most cost-effective way to purchase or refinance that house.
Protect your investments this winter with an enclosed trailer from Wittes Trailer Sales, located in Esco. We also sell cargo trailers, utility trailers, snowmobile trailers, and much more. Did you know we stock a full line of Heinecker snowplows? While you're here, shop the largest selection of Mahindra tractors in the area. Don't forget about our service center, ready to tackle jobs of any size. Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, where customers become friends.
And welcome back to Proctor High School as the Proctor Rails take set number one over the Mesabi East Giants, 25-12. And big in that set, Ella Walker with 6 kills. And the Rails, once they got kind of their bearings, were able to pile up the points quickly on the Giants. So again, I want to thank our sponsors here. Without them, we would not be able to do these broadcasts. So Troy's Service Center and Main Street Proctor, Lens Smart Mortgage, the Rob and Barb Scheller Charitable Foundation, Great Lakes Office Solutions, Stream Dudes, Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, Heritage Window and Door in Superior, Wisconsin, Tamarack Building Supplies on Highway 53 in Hermantown, Irving Community Club Pulling for Kids, and the Rails Endowment for Academics, Arts, and Athletic Development. Also like to thank our students working. This is Rails TV. It's a student-run program. And so Haley Bowen Johnson is our director-producer. Nick Ellisstead's on our camera, and our tech director is Aiden Drake. Once again, the both Rails and Mesabi East have one more week of play before playoffs, and the Rails next will be at Moose Lake Willow River on Thursday, and then they finish their regular season at home against Denfeld next Tuesday. So here we go, getting ready to start set number 2. Rails lead 1-0. So Hope Carlson will lead things off and serve for the Rails. Ritzelainen tips it over. Good save by Walsh to Shelton. To Walker. Walker again with the kill. So that Shelton to Walker combination has been lethal tonight. And the Rails doing a good job of getting the passes to Shelton so she can set Walker up. And that was a key to tonight's game, how well the Rails could get those passes from the back row up to Shelton so she can steady herself and make a good set. And ace for Carlson, so the Rails up 2-0 early. Carlson serve. Good pass to Lampa. Lampa sets. And the long hit is out of bounds. So the sets that the Giants have gone long. And that time it was Gianna Lay who put a little too much on it and just passed the end line. So Rails up 3-0. Carlson serve. That one off the shoulder of Saar. 3-ball, and that's not going to get over. So Rails 4-point run here to start set number 2. Now here's Ritzelainen. Carlson, good pass to Shelton. Shelton over to Walsh. Walsh into the net. Point for the Giants. So back to serve for the Giants will be Gianna Lay. Lay, a senior. And a good serve. Good job of getting it over. And now here's Ritzelainen off the tip. Good save there. And now a 3-ball over. Walsh. That's Lay up to Lampa. Lampa. Saar. Saar tips it over. Walker will set. Lauren Johnson with the kill attempt. That goes long and wide. And it's now 4-2 here in set number 2. Rails victorious in set 1, 25-12. And now Lay on the serve. Shelton with the set. Cross to Walsh. Walsh off the block. Now here's Walsh again. Tips it over this time, and nice job there by Walsh reading the block and finding the gap. Point Rails. Now Lillian Hart in the game. She will serve. Mesabi East wearing the black jerseys. The Rails wearing the pink tonight. Long set. That gets over. Here's Walker. Walker will hit, and that's going to be a save attempt by Ritzelainen there as she was getting to her position, and that goes over but out of bounds. So Hart again to serve. Hart serve, good pass up to Lampa. Lampa short set, that's Saar. And that's going to be point Giants as the Rails, a little confusion there. Now back to serve is Hannah Saar, a senior for the Giants. Nice job by Jarvie, good pass. Here's Walsh. Walsh off the block. And that goes out of bounds, so point Rails. And in the game for the Giants, number 10, Michaela Lavander. Now Walsh serving again for the Rails. Jarvie out of the game, back in the game, Reagan Rodberg. Walsh's serve off the hands of Hill, off the hands of Lay, and that goes out of bounds. An ace for Walsh, and point Rails. Once again, the Rails coming in tonight, 11-11. The Giants 10-8. Both teams last year had very impressive seasons. The Giants 25-3 last year. The Rails 22-6. Shelton sets it across to Rodberg. Rodberg, good block there. Rutsalainen. Now here's Rodberg again. 3-ball over. Lay up to Lampa to Rutsalainen. She tips it over. Pass to Shelton. Back row hit by Walsh. That's going to go too long. Point Giants. So back in the game is libero number 19, Greta Levelwind. She's a sophomore. Levelwind will serve. Walsh up to Shelton. Short serve to Walker, and that's saved and unable to get back over, so another kill for Walker. Ella Walker, very tall junior middle hitter, and she will go back to the service line. 9-4 Rails. Walker serve, good pass up to Lampa. Lampa short set, and Hill cannot connect, and that's blocked by Hope Carlson. So Carlson with the block, and Rails now up 10-4. Ella Walker with the serve. Into the net, service error, so point Giants. Student section having a good time here tonight. Now at the service line, Olivia Saar. Here's Walsh up to Shelton. Shelton short set to Carlson. Good job by the Giants getting it back over. Cross to Reagan Rodberg, and now Lampa. Sets Lay, and good job there off the block. Shelton, short set to Carlson. Carlson finds the floor. Point Rails. Big kill there by Hope Carlson, the senior captain for the Rails. Into the game for the Giants now, Alexa Underlind. And back to the serve for the Rails will be number 6, Samantha Shelton, a junior. Shelton serve, tough to handle. Underlind up to Hill. Now here's Shelton, short set to Carlson again, another kill for the senior captain. That short set to the middle hitter has been effective tonight. Giants unable to time up the block on that, and the back row unable to cover. So the Rails up 12-5 now with Shelton still serving. What a good serve there. Sam Shelton makes that one just die in the middle. Knuckleball and point Rails. Shelton's serve is going to be in. Another ace for Sam Shelton. And it looks like it's going to be a timeout for the Giants. Got a lot of action here this week in Rails Nation. On Thursday, boys soccer has a playoff game at home against Spectrum. First round of the playoffs. Also on Thursday, the Rails volleyball team are at Moose Lake. And I believe tomorrow, on Tuesday, we have cross country. I think cross country has their conference meet at Grandview Golf Links. Also on Saturday, the girls swim team will be competing up in Hibbing for the True Team section meet. So best of luck to John Nelson and the swimmers. Having a great season. The Rails having a great game here. The winners in set 1, 25-12. Set 2, they're up 14-5. Coming now out of a timeout by the Giants. So it'll be Shelton again at the line. Sam Shelton serving. Good pass there up to Lampa. Lampa back set to Hill, and Hill able to find the floor. Point Giants. And back in the game will be Hannah Saar. And serving will be Maya Hill. Hill, a junior. Hill's serve. Good pass by Walsh. Set to Rodberg. She cross court. Good save there by Hill. Lampa sets Saar, and Saar is going to hit it long out of bounds. Point Rails. So the story of tonight's game, the middle hitting by the Rails, Ella Walker, Hope Carlson, and the hitting by the Giants too far most of the time. Here's Lay's hit, and a pass to Shelton. Here's Maddie Walsh over the block, and now the Giants able to get it over. Now back set to Lauren Johnson, and that will stay alive. And that'll be 4, and the point Rails. So Lauren Johnson gets a set and gets the kill as the Giants cannot get it back over. And now at the line, Reagan Rodberg. Rodberg, good serve and an ace. So that one had a lot of top spin on it and just died right in front of level wind. And 17-6 now, Rails, set 2. Rodberg, too strong and unable to handle it as Undelin, excuse me. And another ace for the Rails. Rodberg serve, another short one. Good job there. That's handled, and now good block there by Carlson. Shelton, cross court to Walsh. Walsh through the block, good defense there. Now here's Lay, and Lay finds the floor, point Rails. Nice job there by Gianna Lay, getting up through the block, finding the gap. Now back in the game for the Giants, number 7, Ritzelainen. Back to serve will be Ali Lampa, the setter for the Giants, down 18-7. Walsh, tough pass, back to Walsh, that'll just be a 3-ball over. Hill to Lampa, Lampa there, Jarvie up to Shelton. And blocked there by number 5. That was Gianna Lay who got up and blocked Lauren Johnson's attempt at a kill. A little timing a little off there by the set. And point Giants, and back to serve again will be Ali Lampa. Shelton set to Walsh. Walsh, too long, point Giants. So a little run here by the Giants here, middle of set number 2. And Lampa continues to serve. Walsh up to Shelton. Shelton short set to Carlson again, and that's too long. So Rails with a couple long kill attempts. Gives the Giants some life here in set number 2. Now 18-10. Lampa serve, that's going to be long. A service error gives the ball back to the Rails. And back to the line will be Hope Carlson. Ritzelainen. Now here's Carlson up to Shelton. Short set to Walker. And that combination has been lethal tonight. Just Shelton to Walker. Walker close to 10 kills at least tonight, just in that short little set. So Carlson serving again, 20-10. Off the tape, good recovery there. And I don't know if Walker touched it. No, they're going to give the point to the Giants, saying Walker went over the net. And so 20-11 here. Back serving now is Gianna Lay for the Giants. Shelton, long set now this time to Walsh. And another short set to Walker. Man, that first time, the set they thought was going to go to Walker went to Walsh. And second time, they said, let's not fix what's broken, or not broken. And so short set to Walker. She pounds it home for another kill. Lillian Hart now with the serve. And Walker on the long pass puts it away for another point for the Rails. And the game now for the Rails, number 11, Hannah Lynch, a freshman. Serving now again, Lillian Hart, and she hits it in the net. Service air, point Giants. Stay tuned right after the game. We will name our 3 stars for tonight's game. It's brought to you by Troy's Service Center. Lampa set there. That's Hill. Now Walker, Hill with the big rejection. Maya Hill gets up there, sends it, return to sender as Walker tries to slam another one home. But Hill able to get the hand on it. Keep it in, so point Giants. And at the service line, Hannah Saar now. Saar serve, too long, service error. And now 23-13. Rails looking to close out set number 2. Back in the game for the Rails is Reagan Rodberg. And Maddie Walsh at the line, looking to close things out, set number 2. Walsh's serve is short. Now it'll be Saar tipping over in a 3-ball. Walker, and finds the corner with another kill. So we talked in the beginning of the game that passing was going to be a key for tonight for the Rails. If they can get the pass to the center and get her comfortable, we got hitters that can put things away, and that's exactly what's been happening. Here's Lampa, sets Rutzelein, and Rutzelein tips it over. Good save there. And the Rails will have a 3-ball. They're not able to get it over, so point Giants. Back in the game, Greta Levelwin. Set point number 2 for the Rails. Carlson, Shelton, Rodberg. Now here's Lampa for the Giants. Tries to set Hill. Now Rodberg tips it over. Levelwin to Lampa. And looked like Lampa slipped on the floor, so as a result, the Rails close out set number 2, 25-14. We'll be back right after this.
Renewal by Andersen windows were installed in 2001.
That was nearly 20 years ago, and they're high-quality windows. They have brought our beautiful view into our room. They're easy to care for.
The beauty of these windows has enhanced the beauty of our home. It's not just the energy efficiency, but it has made our place look a lot nicer. They have just been a good overall investment.
It's an excellent product. The service we received was excellent. What more could you ask for?
Hi, I really need to take care of a car problem. Can I ask you a couple of questions? Can you handle all makes and models? Will you get me back on the road quickly? High-tech equipment? Competitively priced? Brakes? Batteries? Tire rotation? Body repair? Guaranteed? Complete engine overhauls? Okay, they check out.
potentials, lots of different options with the different loans that are out there. You know, what we'll do is we'll talk to you about your scenario, your situation. We'll figure out what actually works best for you. But the key is what is going to be the most cost effective. So we will compare conventional versus FHA, you know, USDA versus, you know, FHA, different types of things that way. You know, sometimes even if you're a veteran, the VA loan might not actually make the most sense, you know, just because there are some fees associated with that loan that you might be able to do the same type of loan but do it cheaper with a different type of a program. You know, but again, that's something that we will figure out. You know, we'll figure out the best scenario for you. We'll give you the options, but we'll obviously lead you to the right and most cost-effective way to purchase or refinance that house.
And we are back here at the rail yard here at Proctor High School. The Rails up 2 games to none, 2 sets to none over the Mesabi East Giants. Again, want to thank our sponsors, the Rails Endowment for Arts, Athletic, and Academic Development, Irving Community Club, Bowling for Kids, Tamarack Building Supplies, Highway 53 in Hermantown, Heritage Window and Door in Superior, Wisconsin, Wittis Trailer Sales in Esco, Stream Dues, Great Lakes Office Solutions, Robin Barb Schaller Charitable Foundation, Lensmart Mortgage, Troy's Service Center, and Audiology Concepts. Also like to thank our students who work in the game tonight. Haley Bowen Johnson, the director and producer. Aiden Drake on their scoreboard and Nick Elstead on our camera. And don't forget to hit that like button if you like what you see, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel for Rails TV to be notified whenever we go live in many events that we do. The fall season's starting to wind down, and we're starting to gear up. Looking forward to a great winter season here with lots of hockey and basketball and wrestling and all kinds of different broadcasts that we'll have this fall or this winter. So here we go, set number 3 underway. The Rails leading 2 sets to none. And a big block there, nicely done, as that's number 8, Marta Forceline, with the big block, along with number 3, I believe it was Maya Hill. So back to serve is Lampa. Pass to Shelton. Shelton. And a whiff on the kill attempt. Here's Lampa. Set. Block attempt. And Carlson and Walsh cannot handle that one. I believe that was Hannah Saar with the kill. So Giants instead this set jumping ahead of the Rails early. So we have Allie Lampa. Here's Walsh. Walsh gets it over. Lampa cross set to Lay. Rails looking a little sloppy here this set so far. Lampa set. And they're going to say that was tipped out the block, out of bounds, so the Giants get the point again. Again, Marta Forceline with the kill. And Allie Lampa again serving. 3-0. Walsh gets it over on the 3-ball. Lampa cross court to Lay, and Lay's hit cross court goes out of bounds. Point Rails. So first point for the Rails here in set number 3. Again, the Rails won first set 25-12, second set 25-14. And now Hope Carlson serving. Lampa trying to set. Here's a 3-ball, not going to get over. So point Rails. Now Carlson serve. Another tough one. And that's tipped over. Walker just tips it back to the defense. Now Walsh gets it over. And another block for the Rails. That's Ella Walker, Maddie Walsh, as Hannah Sir went up for the kill and was denied. So point Rails tied 3-3 now. Now Carlson. And a little confusion by the Giants and point Rails. So after a 3-0 start for the Giants, the Rails with 4 unanswered come right back. And Carlson's serve, they're going to say landed on the line. And that's an ace for senior captain Hope Carlson. Point Rails. Now Lay gets it over. Sam Shelton. Back set to Johnson, and she unable to handle it, so point Giants here in set number 3. Johnson looks like she wasn't really ready or expecting that set. So now serving is number 11, Alexa Underland, and that goes long. Service air, point Rails. Now serving Lillian Hart. Hart serve. Tipped by Hill. Over. Now Saar gets it over. And they say that was outside the antenna, so that's going to be out. Point Rails. Even though it landed in, it started where she hit it was quite a bit out of bounds, so it went outside the antenna, which is automatically an out call. So Hart serve into the net. Service air. Point Giants. Now Hannah Saar serving. Walsh, good pass up to Shelton. Shelton to Walker. Walker denied by Hill. And Shelton just tried to knee the ball when it came right back at her, but unable to successfully do so. I guess whatever you need to do. Jarvie. Walker, another kill for Ella Walker off the set from Shelton. So that'll make it 8-6 now. Rails here in set 3. Looking to close out the sweep here at home on Cancer Awareness Night, wearing the pink. Reagan Rodberg back in for the Rails, and Maddie Walsh serving at the line. Good serve there. Lampa sets Hill. Hill cross court. And tipped by Walker. Now here's Saar. Block out of bounds. Point Giants. So Walker got up there and got the block, but it went out of bounds. And now back in the game, the libero Greta Levelwind for the Giants. She will serve. Levelwind serve, hits the tape, does not go over. Service air, point Rails. Now Ella Walker in the back row will serve now. So in the front will be Hope Carlson, Reagan Rodberg. Levelwind with the tip. Now here's Saar over with the 3-ball. Walsh. Cross court to Rodberg off the tape. Good save there by Levelwind. Rodberg. Now a 3-ball back. That's Hill getting it over for the Giants. Shelton back to Rodberg. That's a little too close to the net. She's unable to get a hand on it. And point Giants. So Walker comes out of the game now. Into the game is Taylor Peterson, a junior for the Rails. Back row specialist. And serving for the Giants, Olivia Saar. And Saar's serve goes into the net, so point Rails. Back in the game is Lauren Johnson for the Rails. And Sam Shelton serving. Lampa sets Hill, and Hill's able to find the floor. Good kill there. Maya Hill, junior, 6-foot junior. Now she'll go to the line to serve. 10-9 our score here, set 3. Shelton set across to Rodberg, and she sails it out of bounds. So now we're back tied 10-10. So in this set, the Giants started with a quick lead, then the Rails went on a run and got it right back. And now we're tied again. Rodberg's 3-ball over. Here's Lampa setting Saar, and big block there by Hope Carlson. So Hope gets the point for the Rails, and back to serve now will be Reagan Rodberg. Rodberg trying to just barely get it over. It hits the net, and a service error, so point for the Giants. Back in the game for the Giants are Marta Forceline. But serving now will be Ali Lampa. Walsh, Shelton, and diving attempt. She gets it over, but it's out of bounds. Point Giants. So they take the lead again. First lead they've had since the 3-0 start to this set. Shelton able to set it, but that's going to be out of bounds. Good effort there by the Rails, but again, the pass a little too far for Shelton to put a good set on it. So Trish Jahola will call timeout. And once again, the Rails' next game will be at Moose Lake on Thursday. Then they'll close out the regular season next Tuesday right here at Proctor High School against Denfeld. As far as the Giants are concerned, they'll be at Denfeld on Thursday, and then they'll be at home for the last 2 games of the regular season against Two Harbors on Monday and Cherry on Tuesday. Currently in the QRF rankings that determine seed, the Rails are number 43 in class AA, and the Giants number 63 in class AA. Again, the Giants came in tonight having won 6 of the last 8 games. Rails last Tuesday won 3-1 at Aiken. So both teams again trying to sharpen up here before the playoffs begin, not next week, but the week after. Now serving is Lampa for the Giants. Shelton, good set to Carlson, good dig there by Saar. And a save, Carlson with a 3-ball over. Saar up to Lampa, Lampa setting the other Saar, and she kills it. So it was Olivia Saar up to Lampa, then Hannah Saar kills it for the Giants, and it's now a 3-point lead for the Giants in set 3, 14-11. Good serve there. Now Shelton to Walsh. Walsh off the block, and that's going to find the floor. Kill for Maddie Walsh. Point Rails. So Hope Carlson serving for the Rails. Lampa with the set. And that was off the block, tip block. So Rodberg tried to save it. She was able to do so. So nice job there by Marta Forsline with the big kill. So back in the game for the Giants will be Alexa Undo-Lind. She's a senior. She will go to the service line. Still a 3-point lead here for the Giants. Set number 3. Good serve. Here's Walker. Great job there reading the block. As Saar went up for the block, Walker saw it and just kind of changed directions and found the floor next to her. And for another kill. So back in the game now, Lillian Hart for the Rails, a junior. Serving. Good serve. That'll be an ace for Hart, as it was Undelin who tried to get under it and instead deflected it into the crowd. And so Hart with another ace. Hart, another ace. That looked like it could have gone out, but Olivia Saar wasn't sure, so she tried to make a play on it off her shoulder and went out of bounds. So we're tied again here, 15-15. in set 3. Hart. Lampa with the set. And they're going to say that Olivia Sarr on that deflection went across the line below the net, foot foul, and point rails. And that one will be out of bounds. And again, ace for Hart. Point rails. The Rails now got a 2-point lead here as we get near the end of set 3. The Rails looking to finish the sweep here at Proctor High School. Hart off the tape into the net. Service error, point Giants. So back to serve now, Hannah Sarr for the Giants. Good pass by Walsh. Right back to her. Now here's Hill. Hill tips it across, and Walsh couldn't change direction fast enough. So Hill with the kill there. And point Giants. So back to the line will be Hannah Sarr. 1-point lead for the Rails here, 18-17. Good pass. And Walker, a little off speed set. She went up, she went down, finally got a hand on it, but still found the floor for the kill. So now number 10 will come in for the Giants, Michaela Levander. She'll go in for number 2, Hannah Sarr. And serving for the Rails, Maddie Walsh. And that's off the net. Service here by Walsh. So the tie game now here, 18-18. And it's Greta Levelwind serving a tie game here in set 3. And the referee checking the score, making sure it's correct. And looks like we're good to go. 18 apiece. And that's a service error, out of bounds. So the Rails get the serve back. Ella Walker will get the serve now. 19-18 Rails. Again, set 1 was 25-12 and set 2 25-14 for the Rails. Now Sarr gets it over. Walsh to Shelton. Shelton cross to Rodberg. Now a short set to Carlson, and she's unable to keep it in. Tried to go cross court and out of bounds, so we're back to a tie game, 19-19. Back in the game for the Giants, Gianna Lay. And back to serve is Olivia Sarr. And service error, that one's out. So neither team really wants, I guess, right now to close things out. In the game for the Rails, number 12 is Alexa Knutson. Back serving is Sam Shelton. Shelton serve, now to Lampa, to Hill, and Hill, good save there by Rodberg. And now a 3-ball over by Shelton. Lampa setting Hill again. That time there's a battle above the tape, and point Giants. So again, there's a question about score here as the referee takes a look. Our scoreboard shows 21-19 Rails. Coach Jahola and Coach Barabo at the scorer's table having a conversation, trying to remember the last few points, make sure that the score is correct. Sorry for the dead air here, folks, but we're just waiting on the decision by the referee as to what the correct score is. We're in set number 3. As of now, the score shows 21-19 Rails. But obviously a dispute about what the score should be. Now the umpire, our referee, coming down to help out. Crowd getting restless here. All right, looks like they have a resolution here, and we'll see what changes, if anything. And it remains 21-19, looks like. Rails. And serving now for the Giants, number 3, Hill. 21-19 Rails. Walsh. And Rodberg into the tape. And they're saying that hit the net, did not hit the block, so point Giants. Hill still serving. All right, Hill serving again now, 21-20. Now the Rails, Rodberg gets it over across court, that's out, so we're back to a tie here, 21-21. And Trish Jahola says, yeah, let's take a timeout, slow things down. One more time, I want to thank our sponsors, again, for making this broadcast possible. Troy's Service Center here in Main Street, Proctor. Len Smart Mortgage. Audiology Concepts in Superior, Duluth, Grand Rapids, Edina, and Burnsville. Robin Barb Schaller Charitable Foundation. Great Lakes Office Solutions. Stream Dudes. Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco. Heritage Window and Door, Superior, Wisconsin. Tamarack Building Supplies in Highway 53 in Hermantown. Urban Community Club Pulling for Kids, and Rails Endowment for Academics, Arts, and Athletic Development. Again, want to thank our student workers making this broadcast possible. We have Haley Bowen Johnson, our director and producer, Aiden Drake on our score widget, and Nick Elstead on our camera. Thank you to them, and thank you to you for tuning into Rails TV, your home for Rails activities and events and athletics. Hill served. Walsh. Now here's Rodberg, 3-ball getting it over. Lampa with the set. And Hope Carlson with the block as she was coming down. Saar tried to sneak it over, but Carlson able to, and I believe it was Carlson and number 12, Lexi Knutson, able to knock it down. Now Rodberg, Carlson, Lampa now setting, Saar, big block again. And that time it falls on the Rails side as Knutson couldn't handle it. Point Giants. So tie game again, 22-all here in set number 3. Rails looking for the sweep, Giants looking to keep this thing going. Now here's Shelton to Walsh. Good job there defensively by the Giants. Now Lay. Good save there by the Rails. And Carlson's 3-ball getting it over. Lands in the middle. Point Rails, and Ella Walker will check back in, and we'll see if the Rails can get her set up for a couple more kills to end this thing. 23-22, Hope Carlson at the line. And the Giants will take a timeout here. And I'd like to welcome to the gym, Ted Kiefit. Hi. You're looking good, man. What do you think of the pink jerseys?
I love them.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
They look good.
If I had a headset, I'd tell you how amazing they were.
They can hear you.
Can they hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think us doing this Fake Out for Cancer is awesome. I think it's an amazing look on us. I'd like to see them more and more often. Almost like an alternate.
Yeah.
You know?
It's exactly what it is, an alternate.
No, I mean, but more often, not just once. Why can't we raise money more than one time?
We're going to wear them twice. Next week, too.
Next week, too?
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, out of the timeout, Hope Carlson back to serve for the Rails, 23-22. Carlson. There's Hill up to Lampa. Lampa setting. And that one's going to go out of bounds. So point Giants. So that was Marta Forceline with the kill. In back into the game, number 11, Alexa Undelin. She will serve for the Giants, all tied up 23-23. And that one will be in. Shelton. And that's off the tip. Nice job there by Knutson. So we have match point number 1 for the Rails coming up. Lillian Hart will go back to serve. Lillian Hart looking to close things out and get the sweep for the Rails. Here we go. Match point number 1. Hart. Lampa. Saar just gets it over. Good set to Shelton. Walker. Game over. Ella Walker, difference maker here tonight. All night she was doing that. Great short sets by Shelton. And, the Rails get the win, get the sweep. 25-23 here in game number 3. And our 3 stars here tonight. I got to go with our number 3 star. I got to give just our back row the number 3 star. I talked before the game started about the passing that needed to happen to Shelton in order for us to utilize our front hitters. And we did a pretty good job here tonight of that. And as a result, our other 2 stars shine. So our number 2 star has got to be Samantha Shelton, getting those sets to Walker and to the outside hitters to allow for them to find some gaps in the Giant defense. And then our number 1 star has to go to Ella Walker with well over 10 kills in this game. And again, just powerful from that middle hitter position. So with that, we are going to close things out here at the rail yard. Again, I want to thank our student workers, Haley Bowen Johnson, our director and producer, Aiden Drake on our score widget, Nick Elston on camera. And again, thank you for joining us for Rails TV. And so our next broadcast will be a week from tomorrow, Tuesday. Volleyball will be at home here against Denfeld. And then on Wednesday of next week, we will have football at home against someone. Someone's coming to Eggerdahl Field to play. That'll be the last regular season for the Rails football team as well. Last game. So for our students, for our sponsors, for our Rails, big win tonight, 3-0 over the Mesabi East Giants. And we will see you next time.
We're at a crossroads. From time to time, a section of rail needs repair, but that doesn't mean the whole line needs replacement. The same way being proud of your history doesn't mean you're stuck in the past. No, we're not stuck. We hear the whistle blowing and we're inspired. Inspired by the legacy of the people who transformed this terrain into a rail yard that supplied America with the ore needed to win world wars. We're inspired by our unshakable identity, hanging tight like David facing down Goliaths, and we're moved by stories of our community's kindness. No matter who needs help, neighbors pitch in and get the job done. Hushed and humbled are more at play than pontification. But don't for 1 second think that means Proctor is a simple small town. It was built as a company town, and it continues down the tracks of time. And this rail revival is our destination.